Hello, today I want to talk about the future. Now, we often look at ourselves and say, you know what, in 5 years from now, I'm going to be healthier, I'm going to be wealthier, I'm going to be able to do something, play the piano or drive a car, be married, have a bunch of kids. This life will just be so much better in 5 years or sometime in the future that you choose. If you look back in the past, you've noticed that nothing has really come to what you wanted to. You didn't, you know, get the riches you were trying to get 5 years ago. You didn't get the position, or if you have it, you didn't really enjoy it. Your relationship, but it's not going as well as you wanted it to. Things really didn't pan out because you didn't plan along the way. You only planned for the destination. It's like when you get on a plane and you say, I'm going to be on the plane for 5 hours. So you just fall asleep and you wake up and you're there. Well, it's not that way with goals. You have to enjoy the process and take each and every day as a step towards your goal. So let's say that will be for relationships, for learning a skill, for having a level of health, whatever it may be. You have to learn to enjoy the process today. For example, if you were trying to learn to speak a foreign language and you said, okay, I'm going to learn to speak German. So what you do is you say to yourself, I'm going to take this course and I'm going to learn all these words and all these rules and then go through all the rigors of learning to say the words and fumble and hopefully in 5 years I'll be able to speak German. What you really want to do is you want to take maybe one phrase and enjoy that phrase in the minute. Okay? And so you take that 1 minute and you're going to just say that phrase. So let's say the phrase would be, Warum wir zusammen zu Mittag essen? Which means, would like to have lunch with me. So you sit down, you look at the phrase and you say, Warum wir zusammen zu Mittag essen? And you enjoy that. And you learn how to say it properly. You learn how to spell it. You learn how to write it out. And you just say it. And you enjoy that. And so, as far as life is concerned, in that one moment, in that time that you've allowed yourself to practice, you speak German fluently for that small amount of words that you have chosen to focus on. Now, by doing that and carrying it over to the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, one day at a time, in 5 years, you'll be able to speak a lot more German than if you just try to learn everything at one time. You enjoyed the process. There was no stress. You were able to accomplish that one goal, and you saw yourself being able to speak it. Or if you want to get in shape and lose weight, let's say, for example, you said to yourself, I'd love to be able to do 100 push-ups. Just bang out 100 push-ups. But you know you can't do it. But that's your goal. So why not just try to do 5? Do 5. Take a break and do 5 more. Take a break and do 5 more. When you can no longer do 5, then you're done for that time that you put in for your exercise, and then you come back next day or whatever day that you choose, and you do it again. You just do 5. Take a break and do 5. You'll find that in that one day that you worked out, you're able to do probably 25 to 50 push-ups during your time, and you enjoy the process. Your muscles still got the same amount of tension and growth potential, and you're able to really enjoy it. Not by telling yourself, I want to do 100, and then by the time you get to 15, you say, man, I got 85 more to go, and then you just give up. Just break it down and enjoy the process, and it'll work for you. If you want to learn to play the piano or the guitar, you learn one chord, you learn one song, you learn one piece of a song. You learn something that you can enjoy, and you simply enjoy the process. You just play it over and over again and get the joy of being able to play that, knowing that that's just a part of the whole, and that over time, as you continue to add to that, you'll be able to play more and more and more, and you'll see the process. All right. Again, let's say you're trying to find a relationship with someone. You can go out there and you can say, oh yeah, I'm going to meet this beautiful girl or a great guy, whoever it is. But the point is, if you're not enjoying just the people that you're meeting, you never enjoy the person when they come into your life. Because unlike a language or physical activity. Meeting someone is not something you can just plan. You can't really say to yourself, I'm going to meet that person specific and then get that person to like me, because you never know who will be the one to fill that slot in your life. But what you have to do is you have to enjoy the process of meeting people and talking to people and building relationships. So you can go out and you can see a beautiful girl on a bus or in a store or in church, whatever the case may be, and you simply go up to her and you say hi, and she says hi. Now, if she's in a hurry and she's not going to hang around and talk to you, you got a hi out of her. You smile and she smiled back, and that didn't kill you. Your head didn't explode. Okay, and so maybe the next day you see someone else and you say, hi, how are you doing today? They say, I'm doing fine. And you talk about, oh, this bus is crowded today, or it's nice weather, or whatever the case may be. Again, and you just enjoy that process. You didn't get too stressed out, no expectation. Just enjoy the process, move on. After a while, you have a sense of ease about talking to people who you feel are attractive to you, and you start to go further and further. You might start getting longer conversations. You might start getting phone numbers, start getting dates, and then you just enjoy the process. Because what happens is, if you fixate on one person, you might find that that's not the person you really want to be with, but now you're so far into it and you're not enjoying the process any longer. So just enjoy the process of being with people, and that situation will come to you. Okay. Also, as far as riches are concerned, let's say, for example, that you wanted to have this fancy Mercedes-Benz, and that was your goal. I got to have this fancy Mercedes. Why not just go to a place that sells Mercedes and test drive them? You can do that. They don't require you to be able to pay for the car. You say, I just come in and I will think about buying this car. You dress nice and you have a nice attitude. You say, think about buying this Mercedes. You say, that's one there. Yeah, that's nice. I'd like to test drive it. You test drive it. You get the feel for it. And you say, well, okay, that's nice. And you go to their place and you test drive. So you just test drive these cars as many times as you can, until you get the feeling that, do I really want this car, or do I really just want to know what it's like to drive the car? Or what you can also do, you could go to a place that rents cars, like a weekend deal. You can rent a car and it'll be a Mercedes, and then you drive it for a weekend. Again, you have the car, you have the feeling, and you realize, you know what, this is something I really want, and so you plan for it, and you have it now, and you have it in the future. But if you decide to yourself, you know what, I just want the feeling of being able to drive this car, for a short time. I really don't want the payments and the pressure of having people, scratch my car or the insurance or anything happen. So you just enjoy the process, and then you decide, do you really want this for the future? Because you enjoyed it today, and that's important. It's like, if a person is trying to lose weight, you can still enjoy the food that you like, but you have to take the time to enjoy the food. Like, if you have a cookie and you just wolf it down, you say, oh, I ate so fast, I need another one. You eat that one fast. But if you sit down and you take one bite and you chew it and you close your eyes and you taste it and you enjoy the whole process of eating it, then you realize that you're satiated, you're okay, you don't need it anymore, and you move on, and then you have your salad or whatever else you wanted to have. But you still can lose weight and eat a food that you like without having to gorge yourself and get all into it thinking that you won't have it in the future. You enjoy it today. So life is really about enjoying the process of living in the moment and not worrying about the future, because if you didn't know how long you had to live, you don't have to worry about it. Okay, we tend to think that we're going to live to be 80, 100, whatever, but we really don't know. So enjoy what you have in the moment, and that's really all you need. And if it continues to come to you, great. And if not, you can always find something else. But you have to look at your present situation, your present day, as being more important, because it's the only thing that you ever really have. So thank you for watching. Until next time, you have a great day.